Welcome everyone to round 2 of Valkyrie Vault's Thursday night Star Wars Unlimited. That is Valkyrie Vault in Brownsburg, Indiana. This is Thursday, August 7th, Star Wars Unlimited Locals Night. Once again, if you guys are looking for a locals to come and play some Star Wars Unlimited, check out Valkyrie Vault. Check out Valkyrie Vault in Brownsburg, Indiana, Thursdays at 6. With a full guarantee that you always $5 entry, full guarantee that you walk away with your promo pack and a pack of the current set, with more packs going to higher people who place higher. So anyways, I am here, and I apologize that this is so blurry, and I am so sorry. Again, this is the same table from round 1 that had the blurriness. Round 3, I think, clears out some of that blurriness, so I apologize that you guys do not get to see the Barris showcase I have here. So anyways, I am playing Barris Destruction Temple. This is the rare base from LOF that allows you, when you deal 3 or more damage to your opponent's base in an attack, you gain the force. So my deck is just a straight gimmick deck. I saw this over on SWUBD, and I was like, I just want to try that deck. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw locals. I have this Barris showcase. Let me try out. This is also a locals where I actually picked up. If I'm correct on it, I actually picked up a Poe showcase from this locals from a friend who had a spare Poe showcase. So now I have a Poe showcase in my collection. Which, again, I really like Poe as a mechanical leader. I think he's just a lot of fun to play with. But anyways, the gimmick of this game is that Barris can burn the force and tap her, and then you can reduce the cost of your next event card by 1. So this whole deck just brings out Machin Row, the legendary from LOF, that doubles all raids by turn 3. So unfortunately, I don't get to do that much, because we're playing probably a really interesting strategy here in 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐘 Blue. So anyways, 𝐒𝐓𝐀𝐘 is, of course, an LOF leader just like I am, that states on his front side you can burn the force and then tap him, basically burn your force and tap him, and then you can rest one of your opponent's active units. He comes out on 4, Barris comes out on 6. He's a 3/4, so 𝐒𝐓𝐾 is very squishy when he comes out, and I mean very squishy. Like a open fire automatically just kills Cal and puts him right back where he belongs, right back into the leader section of the leader section. I don't know where I was going to go more with that, but it doesn't really matter. Leader section. So it's very, very squishy. He's a 3/4 that on attack you can rest one of your opponent's active guys. So he's always on that. So this deck here is just basically a control strategy of using the cunning cards alongside your blue cards to basically play a control strategy where I am just a gimmick. Anyways, let's get right into this game. I need to adjust the speed here, and then here we go. Anyways, I'm going to start down. I'm going to go for the strike ship here. Immediately has raid 3 right attached to it, and we're going to go for the secret of Sage, and then we're immediately going to pass. I believe I am missing the combo. I have everything to do the combo. I have everything to really do the combo. I'm just missing the Machin Row. Actually, no, I don't actually get the combo this game. Most games, funny enough, in this locals, I did not see the combo at all. So anyways, I'm going to swing in for the strike ship to deal 3 damage to the blue base, and then immediately get back. And then we're immediately going to go for the force throw, which kind of does suck. We're immediately going to pitch out for the force throw there, because again, even though it's a red card and neither of our opponent over here is using red, you just pay 3 to just use it. And it's really good because the Secret of Sage is also a Jedi as well. Again, the blue base states that whenever a force unit attacks, you just get to gain the force. So again, all force throw needs is a force unit. So I mean, a literally 1 cost mono card that you can pay for 3 to do that. So anyways, we're gonna go for the constructed lightsaber over the Secret of Sage, which is pretty interesting. So I'm just kind of deciding on what to do. I'm going to go Barris to reduce the cost of No Good to Me Dead so that I can rest that. And then 𝐒𝐓𝐾 is now on the board because of the 4. And immediately we're just going to go for a Cartel Interceptor with a raid 2 on him. So again, I can generate the force multiple ways here. Unfortunately, thanks to Cal swinging there and dealing 4 damage to my base, I do lose the strike ship here because I had... why didn't I actually swing? Oh no, I did swing with that strike ship. Right, I used the force first. So anyways, I'm going to swing for the 4, and then I'm going to gain back the force for some other reason I can to do my own logic that, yes, I did swing. So anyways, we're going to do another constructed lightsaber. Not exactly great here. So anyways, we're going to burn it. We're then going to burn 1. I'm just kind of actually deciding it. Why am I not doing that one? I could technically do it. So anyways, I'm just going to swing. I think I did it out of fear of 𝐂𝐿 remove my thing, because I actually could do Machin-Ro. That's the thing. I actually can get him out this turn. I'm not exactly sure why I didn't do that. I could actually... Oh, no, wait, right. I forgot. Now there's 2 of them, which is trying to play that turn. You can only control 1 unit on the board to utilize... Now there are 2 of them, and unfortunately, I had 2 units on the board. So anyways, I'm just going to continue to swing in space, but my opponent is definitely going to kill me in the ground here, as again, 𝐂 now deals 5 damage. We're going to go over Machin-Ro just naturally. So anyways, we're just going to go for the Shadow Port, burning the force to immediately kill Machin-Ro. I'm going to bring out Barriss. There she is in all her showcase glory, but I think this game is about to be very much wrapped up, because I definitely cannot kill off 𝐂, neither can I kill off anything else. So anyways, I'm just going to deal 3 damage to 𝐂, 4 damage to 𝐂. I will take back 5, and then I will pass from there. Definitely from there, there's nothing really I can do. My opponent just took the initiative. They have 2 bodies on the ground, powered up with, of course, that, and then we're just going to immediately equip the Hotshot Blaster there to either one of them. It could be, I suppose, 𝐂𝐿 is going to be the target here, and then Hotshot Blaster in for game. So unfortunately, we didn't get the combo off. Oh well, we'll have to see if we get the combo off in game number 2. Here we go, folks, for game number 2. Our 𝐂𝐿 player is, of course, finishing up their siding. I did kind of see most of the combo again. Most hands I didn't really see the combo altogether. So we got 𝐵𝐵𝐿 coming down onto the ground there too. Again, it does have restore 1, and then when attacking, you give all other Jedi on the board restore 1. So anyways, we're going to immediately start off with, of course, checking out one thing. We are then going to, I'm kind of deciding on, I actually wanted to put something else back. So anyways, we're going to deal 3 damage to, of course, the base, and then heal, 𝐵𝐿 will heal 1. I'm going to go for a Nil Marauder here on the ground, just so I can use it. And then gain the force because of 𝐵𝐿, and then we're going to go for the Falcon, and the Falcon can just basically kill off the Strike Ship because, well, the Strike Ship has no natural attack to it. It's a raid 3 when attacking, not anything else. So anyways, we're just going to immediately pass from there. I do now have Machin-Ro, but unfortunately I'm missing the piece to really help with Machin-Ro. So I'm paying, so our 𝐂𝐿 player did pay 1 to keep the Falcon up on the board. I'm going to go for the Nil Marauder. He does have raid 3, so he does get to kill 𝐵𝐿 there. 3 damage from, of course, the Falcon. I'm going to put out, of course, the TIE Phantom. And then 𝐂𝐿 is going to come down on the board. I'm going to tap 1, and I'm going to go for No Good to Me, No Good to Me Dead, and then freeze 𝐂𝐿. And then, unfortunately, the, forgetting her name, but when she comes down on the board, the chick that killed off my Nil Marauder, when she comes down onto the board, you can pay the force, and then she readies herself instantly. She's a 3/4. So anyways, 𝐂 does not get to stand here, which is pretty good, because again, 𝐂𝐿 is one of those nuisance leaders that you definitely do not want to constantly see. So anyways, I'm going to just crash out against the Falcon just so I don't have to worry about it. Also, if the Falcon does hit me in the face, the Falcon only takes back 2 damage, where I need to kill it off with 4 damage. So anyways, we're going to go for the, the forces with me. I'm 1 with the force, and then we're immediately going to swing with that. Unfortunately, this does mean I'm going to have to put out the brother here and then pass. I'm not exactly sure. I think I took no, my opponent took the initiative. So I don't know why I didn't just spend the last 2 to do No Good to Me Dead here, because technically if I did No Good to Me Dead, I could have frozen her and at least kept her down for a turn. And then we're just going to go for the 𝐵𝐵𝐿 to come down and immediately kill over the 5th brother. Yeah, I am pretty much dead. No Good to Me Dead. I should have done that last turn, if I'm being a little honest, so I didn't really have to worry about it, but I didn't know my opponent was going to drop a Bella Delapa on me. But anyways, I mean, I only have 10 damage. I can bring out my leader, not this turn, but anyways, I'm just going to take the initiative here. There's really not much else I could do. I mean, I am pretty much up a hill right now in battle, because, yeah, there's not much I could do. So anyways, I'm going to be paying up 6 here. We're going to go for the Machin-Ro. I'm not exactly sure why. Oh, right. There's a reason why I didn't awaken my leader. It's 𝐂. 𝐂 is up. Basically, if my opponent decided they could easily just go swing 𝐒𝐄𝐏 and then rest Barris, and then I couldn't really do anything. So here I'm sitting here just trying to figure out what to do. The fact of the matter is there's nothing I really can do. My opponent hasn't swung with 𝐂, and then 𝐂 swings in, and then that's going to do 3 damage to my base. That's going to rest Barris. And I mean, there's not much else they really need to do. We're just going to put out 𝐿 𝐂𝐏 to hit me for 6. It doesn't kill me off, but I mean, I'm pretty well close to it. Barris can basically knock out 𝐂, but I mean, by that point, it's pretty much over now. I mean, look at this board state. There's too many bodies that are high hitting, and I can't do a thing against them. All I can really do is I can send like Monchon over there at 𝐂, and then I can just basically die to absolutely majority of everyone on this board. 𝐿 will do in for the raid 3 on him to do the 6. I only have 1 health point. I have no absolute way to use Barris to kill 3 bodies on the board, so I'm just going to pass it from there. And unfortunately, my gimmick deck does not win me the game. We didn't really get to see the gimmick either. So the whole gimmick of this deck here is that you put out the strike ship, and the strike ship next turn then attacks. You create the force. You have in your hand both Monchon, and you have now there are 2 of them. You trigger Barris' effect to pay the force to play. Now there are 2 of them for 2 instead of its 3 cost. Monchon is a 6 cost character. Now there are 2 of them, reduces the cost of a character that shares the same trait as another card on your board. The strike ship does have is Scum and Villainy, does have Underworld on it, which the Monchon has, so basically you can bring it out. So you bring it out onto the battlefield with his effect. So then you pay your last 1, bring out Monchon, and now you're doubling the raid off the strike ship. So you haven't swung the strike ship, so you swing the strike ship again. Now you're doing 6 damage, you create the force again. Basically, then the turn after that, you have like Independent Smuggler in your hand and some other cards that you can use to help you. So basically, you put Independent Smuggler on there. He gives a raid 1, and then you get a plus raid 2 to your, then that gets doubled to raid 2. So technically, the ship is now swinging for 8 damage a turn off the raid. Then you get the plus from the Independent Smuggler to do a lot more damage. So that's just the gimmick of the deck. I wanted to give it a try. It's by no means a good gimmick. You have to see all the cards in your hand to make it work. But I wanted to give it a try. I wanted to show off my Barris showcase. The only time we really got to see the backside of the front side of the Barris showcase was in the glare. So apologies for that. But do let me know down in the comments your thoughts on the decks, on the 𝐒𝐿 Blue, on the Barris Temple. Let me know all of your thoughts. Did I miss something I could have done better in the games? Have you tried out this gimmicky deck? What Barris decks have you built? What 𝐒𝐿 decks have you built? What are your thoughts on both of the leaders? And also let me know what decks you're right now repping in, of course, LOF. And while you're commenting, do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you can notify when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you next time on Mama Dragons TCG.